I think this is me.
Welcome to the Empower Hour. We bring power to the people because the people have the power. This squad's going to entertain, enlighten, and empower y'all. I'm Queen Kaya, joined by Pharaoh Hammond Freeman and Gina the Great. But before we do anything else, like always, we're going to bless this show and our kings and queens listening.
I am so grateful to life. I'm grateful to God, our Creator, and I'm grateful to our ancestors for creating this opportunity for us to be able to be on here today. I said today's show, let it be uplifting, let it be entertaining, let it be fun, let it be inspiring, and most importantly, let it be empowering for each and every one of our listeners. And I'm sending out that spirit of love. I'm sending out the spirit of light, unity, strength, great health, peace, and joy. Hotep, amen, and ashe.
Ashe. Ashe.
Let's take a quick positive cause just to shout out our homegirls, Kemba and Andrea from Keen Real Estate Group. Whenever you're thinking real estate, whenever you're thinking investments, whenever you're thinking about planning for the long term, think Keen Real Estate Group. They're generating wealth for generations. KeenGroup.ca. If your goal is to purchase a car and to make the process as simple as possible, just get a car broker, guys. You just get a car broker. Big shout out to our homeboy, Hamsdale Jacques, the owner of HJCourtierAuto.com. That's HJCourtierAuto.com. If you're a small to medium-sized business and you're getting started and you're ready to go to that next level, what do you need? You need a phone line and you need a website. Think Mainstream Digicom. They got all your telecommunication needs checked. MainstreamDigicom.com. You're trying to get out on the web. You're trying to understand how to navigate through ads. Check out Java Logics for all your marketing, your digital marketing. Where would we be without Preston? I don't even know. Check out Java Logics. I give thanks to Preston for what he's done for the OFC. The amount of positive reviews we've gotten from all his referrals, we're proud to stand behind his work. Check out javalogics.com. No, it's not just because he's my brother. It's because you can't talk hip-hop in Montreal without saying M City Solo. Guys, check out his latest project, In My Fields, available on mcitysolo.com. If it's not one of the hardest new EPs to hit Montreal, come and let me know. You already know. It's your boy, Pharaoh, bigging up, mcitysolo.com. Keeping the culture alive. I gotta give thanks to West Can Folk Performing Company. For the last 40 years plus, they've been promoting our culture through song, drum, and dance, educating youth, the children, the seniors. Just check them out, westcanfolk.com.
Girl, what are you cooking?
My curry chicken.
Ooh, you're burning it.
Oh, gosh, it looks so...
It's okay, girl. You need the Curry House. They have the best Caribbean food in town. 2 locations in Montreal, West Island, and Côte-de-Neige. For more information, follow Caribbean Curry House, MTL. Don't forget to mention the Empower Hour for your 10% discount.
So, who placed in the order?
Me.
DeVito, WizKid, Burna Boy. Those are just some of the big names that's blessed Montreal thanks to Afrobeats Montreal. Definitely check out Afrobeats MTL for all concerts, show listings, everything that has to do with Afrobeats in the city. Check out Afrobeats MTL. One full circle. We are the Melanated Community Resource Hub and Network. What does that mean? We're here for each other.
Parlay with the people. Parlay with the people. Parlay with the people. Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people. Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people. Parlay with the people, y'all.
People, as you guys know, we as we talked about it at the beginning of the show, we have a very special guest with us today. We're talking entertainment. We're talking vibes. We are talking to the one and only MCD Solo.
You.
Blessings, my brother. Welcome to our Parlay with the People.
All right, I like that.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being with us. It's awesome having me on the Empower Hour. It's always a blessing. So first off, as you guys know, how we like to do before we just dive into the business, into the product, into why you're actually here and what you're here to promote. For those who might be hearing you for the first time, can you give a little background, who you are, just on a personal?
Well, I am MCD Solo, Montreal's most boring rapper.
Not most boring.
Nah, I make great.
When did that tagline happen?
Nah, for real, I make fire music. I've been touring for 10 years. Don't you say boring because like I just don't like doing stuff. I don't like going outside. I'm
antisocial.
I'm super antisocial. But
Make sure y'all watch the playback on YouTube of this so you can see my face. What the?
Nah, but all right. So I've been in the game for an hour and a half. I'm Pharaoh's brother. I've been doing music for over 15 years in the city. We had a tour.
So humble. This guy is so humble. We're gonna reintroduce this guy. Okay, first of all, this is Pharaoh. First of all, Solo is Solo, Pharaoh's big brother. Okay.
Yeah.
He is exciting. He is exhilarating. His music is off the charts. He has notably one of the cutest children I've ever seen in my life. So he makes good seed. He has a woman though, so y'all get back. We have sticks lined up in front of him right now as a barricade. He's handsome, he's talented, and he's here with us today, and we are blessed to have him.
This is why we need Kaya, because
I appreciate
neither you
that.
or I.
See, that was yeah. Thank you.
And he's chocolate. Y'all don't know what's going on back here right now. Y'all don't know what's going on.
She said chocolate right after saying that you were taken and unavailable.
I just said it because the people, I know there's still people that are thirsty and want to know. I'm just letting y'all know. And I just touched his hand. His hand is soft, so I want y'all to know that.
Ashley Larry's here.
I appreciate all of that, and all that's facts, and I appreciate all of it. And so I did a tour for a high school tour. I headlined that for over 10 years. I did a bit of acting. I was on 19.2, that TV show. I've dropped
so I have to say, because I was just brought up with the UC the other day. I was like, yo, Uncle Soul is there with Dr. Phil, Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil, yeah.
Uncle Phil from the new
Fresh Prince.
The new Fresh, or it's not called Fresh Prince, it's called Bel Air.
There you go.
Yeah, so Adrian. So shout out to Adrian. So sorry, I have to plug that.
No problem.
I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna throw it out there because you know what? I just realized he's a liar because he does so much stuff. He's like, I'm so boring. He's fake modest. So this guy's in everything. He's doing all of it. He's in all of it. He's about it in real life, and we are proud of you.
I appreciate that.
This is the type of energy that we need, though. We got so many cocky guys out there, so many cocky people in the industry. You know what I'm saying? But I love that. That's good because that's how you do the sneak attack. You're like the Trojan horse.
That's it.
Yeah,
that is. You gotta. I like to keep it humble. I live in reality because when I got in the game, I realized that a lot of artists aren't what they say they are. So I'd rather actually really be it. And when you are it, you don't actually have to pretend to be it.
Yes.
So it's just like I keep to myself, and I work. I do what I need to do to get the job done. But when it comes to just being outside for the sake of being outside, then you could call me boring. But other than that, yes, I do put in the work though. I definitely put in the work.
Yeah, boy.
You know what I'm saying? And so I just been holding it down for the city. I like to come out when I find that the game's getting a little bit stagnant. I drop new music. I some merch for the new project.
He said he figured that's what he had to do to make y'all rap. Yeah.
that's for real. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a part owner of the pub St. Pierre in Oldport.
We're
emphasis on the pub St. Pierre because it's the only pub you need to know in Montreal.
There you go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's about it right now. I'm just keeping busy. And the most important is I'm a father, and my son is everything. So yeah.
He is. Like I said, he's definitely, don't lock me up for saying this, he's definitely kidnap worthy. He's one of those kids that for a couple of days until you get locked up, it would be a great experience. Beautiful kid, great photo ops, TikToks would be lit. The kid's that kid.
Guys out here to get you guys.
I love it. Yes.
So you mentioned merchandise, and then you pointed to your sweater for those who can't see, and I'm seeing a pretty artful sweater entitled "In My Fields," if I'm reading correct.
Yes. As we see this,
let's talk about it because it's really interesting artwork, and
thank you.
It speaks without having to say anything, but for those who can't see, for our listeners, why don't you talk about it?
All right. Well, this artwork is the actual cover to my new EP that's coming out on Friday, titled "In My Fields." What the image is representing, and to me, is the modern relationship. Actually, the modern relationship and even the old relationships. It's the invisible battle that happens, and a lot of times, your mind is fighting and your hearts want to be together, but your mind and your pride is having a battle. So this is basically a representation of that. Two people, myself and someone else, and it's just going through the motions, and then the dog's just here as an innocent bystander. But so that's what the picture represents. It's just that this is what relationships are. It's a lot of people are they're pretending to either be happy, or there's just an internal battle where communication would have everything lined up, but the brain part, that's where the battle comes. It's like it's just a battle of wits for no reason, but your emotions, your heart usually are drawn to each other.
I've been married for how long now? 16 years, and I can tell you that is a perfect. What happened? No, Shiata is very happy. Thank you. But no,
we'll let her be the judge of that.
Yeah. Anyway, but that is a perfect representation of relationships, because it happens in everything, everything. It's like you guys, and it is just the ego, it's the mind, where it's just like, you kind of have to humble yourself. One person knows that they should apologize, but it's just between the two, it's just not happening. Sometimes both need to apologize. Actually,
100%.
But again, that pride and that ego is what keeps you guys fighting. But inside, you guys just want to be together. You guys just want to hug. You want to just
exactly.
But it's like, but the mind continues to keep you guys apart.
I know a lot of people are going through that.
But and in my head is like, when keeping it real goes wrong, it's just you just want to be right on things, and then all of a sudden you combust as a relationship, and then you end up like, that could have went totally different.
Exactly.
It didn't have to get so deep.
Exactly. That's exactly it. It's like, sometimes it runs away with itself because of pride and ego, and it's just like, okay, we could have avoided this. This was something small that we let really grow into something.
Not me, because I'm going to talk my shit. I'm going to say what I got to say.
That's crucial.
Get mad. Call your mama. I'm going to call your mama, matter of fact. I'm put on speakerphone. I'm going to add her to the call. Hold on. Because you're rude. I think she taught you this. So you know what? I'm going to say it. We definitely not going to be going through them silent struggles like that. And I don't suggest y'all do it, but I love the depiction of it because it's saying to you, be aware.
That's it.
Be aware. If you're going through this, check yourselves, and I love that. This picture is so deep.
Awesome. I love it. Awesome. Yes.
Also, what I appreciate, and we'll talk about it when we dive into the music itself as well. It's just that I find it's time for like grown man shit. You know what I mean? It's time for it's grow up music. It's like it's not like we're all growing, right? We're all becoming older, and it's like, and I don't know if it's a demographic that you're speaking to, but it's something that it's time that we it's time we grow up, man. Some of these men are. They're functioning like boys, like it's like guys, and that's what it's a challenge right now for a lot of the queens out there, because when they're connecting with some of these men, unfortunately, they're really immature. They haven't manned up, and I don't want it to be misconstrued. Like I'm not talking about your economic status. I'm not talking about that like maybe economically you're not where you want to be, or whatever the case. I mean, it's a mindset. I mean, it's like it's you got to start thinking like a grown up. Yeah. Like some people even have children and they're still functioning like babies.
Absolutely.
You understand? So it's like at a certain point you gotta grow up, so that's what it is.
And that's what I always try to say. Like when I say I live in reality, is because I'm like, hip hop needs to grow up in a sense. Like hip hop only started in like 73, so it's still growing. So it's like a lot of artists, it's like we don't have to act like you're still 20 and 19. Like you go through real things. Rap about that. Like dress like a 30-year-old, or like it does. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stop trying to compete with youths, because the game's still growing. You don't have to keep acting like you're 17 to get it popping. You're going through real things, and there's people our age that are going through it too, and they don't know what to listen to anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's always my thing, because it's like I make music for me to listen to at this point, because I'm in my 30s and there's nothing that I really like out there as a hip hop artist. I'm listening to music, I'm like, what? It's everything's too hyper killing, hypersexual. It's hyper. It's like, yo, let's relax. You know what? I'll just make music myself. I bumped this in the car. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I realize that there's a need for that. There's a lot of people in our age group that feel the same way. That's like, yo, it's time to grow up. Music needs to grow up. The vibes needs to grow up. So I'm trying to put out music that we could all listen to.
I'm not gonna lie. When you said we need to up our wardrobe, I just went back to like the days where you wore baggy pants and your boxers showing.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you guys, that's not it anymore. I promise you, you're not G, you're not hood. It's not cute.
No.
It don't make no sense.
But it don't
Please
go
stop.
to the extreme of wearing the spandex I'm seeing her men's are wearing right now, where you're like, how did you even get your foot through the foot bottom?
Smash
Like
the spandex.
No, but you don't see some of these men, you're like, yo, how did you
The
even
super
put those
tight
pants
tops?
on? Yeah, but anyways, I'm just saying, we just need a happy medium, just comfortable, just
It's worse because they wear the tight ones and still have their pants. Like,
know!
So
Yes.
then it's like the
That
double.
is weird.
It's the
Like,
double
that's-
loss.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what happened. That's they little brother pants
Or little sister.
or they little sister pants, and that's just as far as the pants go up. And that's what it is.
Unsolved mysteries solved.
Okay, you see, that's
There
why
you go.
Kaya's here, guys.
I just automatically assume certain things. Just know that about me. I assume things. So if you do weird stuff all the time, and I'm gonna say, yeah, this is what the problem is. So that's what I assume because they have pants in your size.
They do for sure.
Jesus.
Yeah. We've been alluding to, we've been talking about it. So we're here to plug the project In My Fields.
Yep. Officially out tomorrow.
It's officially out tomorrow. As people are going to be hearing this on air. Facts. So if we can take people just through, it's an EP. We got four tracks.
Yep.
So if we could take people just through what to expect, and maybe in our post edit or however it works, we could just play little snippets of it so people can get an idea, a little sample, and then we could talk about what the sample is. So in this one, it starts off with Can't Nobody.
Can't Nobody, yes.
All right.
Can't nobody love you like I do. Can't nobody love you like I do. I know you know it, girl, it's true. I know you know it, girl, it's true. Can't nobody love me like you do. Can't nobody love me like you do. I know it, girl, it's true. I know it, girl, it's true. Oh, why we tell these lies? You didn't think I'd realize that things done change. We are not the same. I just wanna know why we playing all these games. I don't know. I just want that old thing back. I just want my twin flame back. Instead we going tit for tat. I hurt you, then you hurt me. Hurt you, then you hurt me back. Can't nobody love you like I do. Can't nobody love you like I do. I know you know it, girl, it's true. I know you know it, girl, it's true. Can't nobody.
Actually, no, I changed the name to that.
Oh yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, changed the name to Like I Do.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Now that song, well, the whole project, it's kind of the backstory behind it is a guy who realized the first song is a guy who basically realizes he lost what he had, right? And let me rewind a little more. The whole theme of the project is basically talking about a toxic relationship, in a sense, right? So now the first song, Like I Do, is a guy who realizes I made a mistake. Like while you're going through it, he's doing tit for tat. Him and his girl, they're going back and forth, and he's like, you know what? He's off of it. But then later on, the second verse, he realizes, okay, I could have handled that better, like we were saying before, and I just lost something that I need to work on. So that song is just really, I was just trying to tap into an emotion and a vibe that a lot of guys and girls go through when you're with someone and you only realize what you got once it's gone. It's like, oh, you know what? She was holding it down for real. Like I was actually a jerk that whole time, and it's like, so it's like a retrospective song, and so that's really the emotion. I had to really tap into old relationships I was in to make this whole project, just to be honest. And that one I had to remember some vibes, and it was like, yeah, it does happen where you there's good girls out there that you're just not ready to deal with them, and they were ready, you weren't ready, and you done mash up their whole perception on like what guys are. because you weren't ready. But you have to realize that later on. Again, it's grown shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
how many men left the good women for little catties on the
You know what I'm
side?
saying?
Catty, I've heard that word.
And you grew up now, and you're looking back like, wow.
Yep.
Where did all of these dirty drawers on the floor come from? I've never seen so many in my life because women just make things disappear, right? So you never even see your skid marks. Most guys don't even know that they have skid marks because girls just get the drawers and wash them out so that they don't. Like, I don't want him to be embarrassed by his own skid marks. So
I
now,
love you anyways.
yeah.
With your dirty underwear.
And you know what? And then they play you. It's crazy. This is why I keep. Listen, don't get me started.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I know there's a saying like the grass ain't greener on the other side; it's greener where you water it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good one.
All right.
Solo.
Yeah. Say it again for the people in the back.
Yeah.
So that's right. That's like the behind message of that record. It's like, you gotta focus and don't lose what you got.
Love it. All right. So next we go to Give It To Me.
The next song, Give It To Me. It's about smashing.
Okay.
I just had to, sometimes sometimes you have to rip the Band-Aid off.
That's not the joint we discussed.
Which one? Wait, the remix?
For you to get on?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a different one.
Okay.
That one's Hold Up. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm coming. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
I'm on my way.
So Give It To Me. It's this one I like it because for one I'm singing on it. I ripped the Band-Aid off. I said, you know what? I'm about to try some things here.
I promise I never heard him sing though.
Yo, you hear him sing on this one?
I promise.
Like I usually have like in different records I've held notes and like I do like a melodic vibes, but like this one I kind of pushed it. And shouts to the engineer because honestly, to do this project, in mind I was going to do a lot of records and send them to R&B singers, right? So I'll just do like references, and every time I'll do the reference, the engineer's like, "But bro, why don't you just sing it? Like, just it's not bad. Do it yourself." And I'm like, "But it's like I don't sing, bro." He's like, "You don't sing. You're singing right now. Like I'm hearing you sing. So like sing." So like that put the battery in my back, and I was like, "All right, you know what? I'm not sending it to no one. I'll sing this one like." And it has a 90s vibe to it. It's like it reminds me of One More Chance from Biggie. Like that's what I was trying to tap into when I was working on it. And it's about just like getting physical. It's a great song to get physical with. But the backstory on that as well, in terms of the storyline, is that a lot of us, when you're in those toxic relationships, you think that's the solution.
Yep.
It's like, okay, we going through a bad spell. Let's just have sex. Like we have sex, and then we're on a high for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Once the high's off, then you're like, you know what I'm saying?
I still hate this.
Still, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah.
So like sex is like a Band-Aid a lot in these relationships where it's like, it deals with the situation right now, but you got to get to the root of it.
Look, give it to me, baby. I hear your body calling me. Give you all of me. Why don't you give it to me, baby? I love the way you put it down. Look, girl, I want it. Yeah, I want it now. When the Remy's in the system, I turn into a dog. I'm just trying to get the kitten. I'm just trying to make it purr. Baby, what's the word? Oh yeah, let you know. Tell you real quick, I'm trying to you slow. You could take the top, grab your hips, make your body rock, made our lips lock. You would think we ain't trying to talk, you know. French with the kissing. Girl, I'm on a mission. Leave your body twitching. I need you to listen, baby. Listen like. Give it to me, baby. I hear your body calling me. Give you all of me. Why don't you give it to me, baby? I love the way you put it down. Look, girl, I want it. Yeah, I want it now.
Deals with the situation right now, but you got to get to the root of it. But like in the
You
moment,
gotta get a secret apartment.
you know what I'm saying?
Don't listen to Kai's advice. It's not always.
It's an alternate advice.
I'm just saying, don't leave your kids at home for some other strange guy to come and raise them.
Yeah,
Get a secret apartment, do some stuff, do the slithery, and go back home afterwards happy.
Do the slithery.
Again, to the other point I was making, because it's like she's giving suggestions, but it's not necessarily like
You got to do those disclosures, the comments made.
I'm telling the truth.
We have a double. we have double disclosure. So first CKT makes us disclosures, then the Empower Hour itself.
That needs a disclaimer.
Disclaimer. That's the word.
For me.
CKT has us giving disclaimers. Now just an Empower
The
Hour
views
disclaimer.
of everyone on the Empower, not those of Kaya, because I'm telling you, when it get tough, you have to get secret apartment.
Hey. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So that's what that record is. It's just really about like just the passion of it and all. And it's and yeah, like I said, to tie into the theme, it's just that's the solution that a lot of us like. So the first record, he realized he made a mistake. Trying to get back his girl. Second record, he catches her, gets with her, and then instead of dealing with the issue, that's what they do. They get busy and they think it's good.
And you know, but it's reminding me of on Kendrick's album. Kendrick's has that album where it's depicting a toxic relationship, and then at the end of it, they end up having sex.
Exactly.
It's like
the song, not the album.
Yeah, the song.
The
one
song.
song.
Sorry, that song. Thank you, Gina. Politically correct everything. I'm just saying, but
no, see, remember when you were just singing, you were just saying the song where you have to admit when you're wrong. This is what you do when you can't do that. This is who you are right here. Okay.
Gosh. Okay. Yes.
And then you're just gonna be here comparing him. He made a whole EP to a song.
Okay,
you see what he's doing to you, Solo?
See what I mean?
Wow.
Okay, but anyway, so to the point. That's to your point. That's what I have in my head. Just elaborate on what that toxic relationship is about, and Kendrick hit it as well.
Exactly. It is that how they battled the whole time, and then at the end they had sex, but they didn't actually get to a solution.
That's basically what to do. All right, so the next track.
Yeah, Let Me Go.
Let Me Go. Sorry. Okay, good.
Dang.
So Let Me Go now. Like this, that's why this project is called In My Feels, because I had to go into
In real life, give it to me, and then let me allow me. Like you're rude after you got this butt. Then now you like, now leave me alone. Go.
I thought it was gonna work out, but
it didn't.
It didn't.
And
that's what Matt make sure that last hood is a good one, because they know you might not get it again. I want to leave you.
That's when you know, and you be crying, you be like, oh my god, I just love you, and then they don't call you back no more. You're like, yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that was it. That was a phenomenal.
And then I'm at your mama's house.
The good one, like they'll keep coming back if they didn't give you the good final.
Yeah.
If you give them the good final, then they're like, I ain't calling you back. I'm good.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it really is. But that's toxic, because we've all been there. Hopefully
Toxic
we haven't all
fun.
been there, but I was there. It is fun, but it's not
Toxic
when
is
you
life.
get to a certain age.
People are living such boring existences. I can tell you that a little bit of toxic every now and again spices it up, and it's like,
I will firmly disagree, but all right. Firmly.
In doses, Gina.
Did you love me cause I'm real? Love me cause I'm ill? Love me for Solo, or did you love me for Khalil? Love me cause I'm chill? Love me cause I'm illin'? Did you love the hero or did you love the villain? I mean, I be in my feelings. Used to get me out of. I know what I put in. What did you get out in? Tell me, was you about it? I really didn't know. We used to get high and just keep it on the low. Wow. Low key, I wasn't trying to hide, just believe in privacy. Not everything I do is really made for IG. I'm just trying to keep between you and me, you and I. TY, that's the unity. Girl, you like Latifah, that mean you a queen. Better yet, like Effie, I mean not a dream. Cause when I woke up, you was gone. Didn't know you felt so strong, but
you said you love me, said that you need me. You never leave me, so why'd you let me go? You think that you could replace me? Well, that boy ain't me. How you turn your back on a blessing? Now you go around these lessons.
So Let Me Go is it's the same energy. It's well, not the same energy. It's actually diving into the actual issue. So like I said, before we tried to solve it with just having sex, but now the second one is like, you know what is the problem? You know what I'm saying? And then so the first verse is just me figuring out like, why did you even like me in the first place? Was it because I was a good guy, or is it because I was a bad guy?
Right.
And like that was something back in the day I've gone through where it's because you don't know, like sometimes certain guys, you're treating girls bad, and that's when they're actually on you, and then you start treating them nice, and then they start like because they actually prefer the toxic energy.
Yeah.
That's what guys perceive, but that's not what it is.
It's not.
When a guy, when you're at a certain part of the relationship with a guy, it's really, really good sexually during a certain period. But when he really starts to like, if he gets in his feelings, then he do it different. And then you be like, here we go. That's what happened. So then it'd be like, you know what, I'm not putting up with this and this attitude. I gotta go. That's...
Maybe the fire kind of dies out once you start getting nicer with you. But even then, the guy starts getting, he's like, you know what, I'm gonna stop giving this girl these hard bakas like this, and let me actually give her one lovey doveys. And she's like, guy, this guy's weak now. Like,
yeah, because you know now it's like, oh, now you act like you like me.
Yeah.
Oh, so when you didn't like me, that's what you were doing, and now you're in love and you're here like,
and she don't like it.
Kick rocks.
Okay. You see what I'm saying? This is a reality that happens. So like the first verse, the guy's just like, yo, what was it about me that you was rocking with? Because that's where the confusion comes. And then it just dives into it. But it's toxic in the realms that like the chorus is like, you think you could move on but you can't. And that's a feeling a lot of guys be feeling too, where it's like, yeah, good luck, but you know, like, I'm the guy that fills in that spot for you. So it's just like, it's touching on that where it's like, yo, I feel like you gave up and just to be honest, when I was tapping into my old vibes, I was like, you know what, like, a lot of girls didn't see me as an investment at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my girl I'm with did, but a lot of girls, it's like, oh, so you just gave up. Like, I could have been like who I am now, but like I was young and you just thought I want to. Yeah, I was kind of wilding. You know what I'm saying? But like you cut, you just gonna cut.
Yeah, but on that note, you're asking certain people, and maybe it's different at a certain age, because I may have been okay with staying for the potential in my 20s.
Exactly.
Y'all still asking us to do that in our mid to late 30s.
No, see that's a no.
And we're not here for it.
That's a no. And I a million% agree with that. I'm talking like when I was like 19,
right? Yeah.
7, you know what I'm saying? Like learning, figuring out.
Yeah. Well, we were both working at KFC.
Exactly.
And we in it together.
That's like
not 15 years later, and it's like, oh,
still KFC, son?
You move up to fries? Okay.
Like that ass, like that's what I mean. Like,
no disrespect to anyone who's earning a living. Earn what you gotta do. 100%. But like at the end of the day, too, don't ask me to live off of potential 15 years later when I seen like you haven't even edged at all. You know,
1,000,000%. So like when I was,
you've reached your potential. It has peaked.
I've seen your ceiling and it's ugly.
Oh my god.
So like yeah, that's what it like. I just tapped into like an old vibe of how guys be feeling like, and it's right or wrong, but the guys do feel that way where it's like, yo, you just gave up on me. Like I was still figuring out, you know what I'm saying? Especially now that the whole world's into mental health and all this stuff. It's like back then, I was just trying to figure out. I didn't even know I was going through things too, but like you didn't care about any of that.
I don't think that's what it is. I think it's that they have a saying that says, "Women care too soon, men care too late."
Yeah,
so at first, women teach you how to treat them, and then they treat you how you treated them, and men don't like that.
Yeah, that's big. I have a line in the song. I said, "We loved each other, but just never at the same time."
Yeah.
Yes. Oh. Damn. Oh, that hurt my heart. Oh, shout out to my ex. Shout out to my ex. I know you miss me.
There is the like women fall fast but men fall harder. Right?
That too.
The women fall in love first. Then he'll fall hard, but like you done put her through some things, and I ain't in love anymore.
Yeah, I'm not in love anymore now. Waking up the soft kisses on my face, like, yo, what is this?
Like, yo, come off.
Who's this guy?
It's too late. Too late shall be the cry, bro. And like that's what this project is about. It's like the guys' vibes on it, because it's like, yeah, guys be falling hard, and then they try to act tough. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro,
macho yourself out of some good.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I made a little project so that the guys could. I know they're gonna be bumping on the low.
Yeah.
The girls they're gonna be in their cars crying. You think this is a game? There's gonna be fights at Caribbean Food Factory. I'm not trying to bring it on y'all, but they're gonna fight over the girl. It's gonna be some things happening. Like, you can't leave me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, tap into that. And
I don't think it would be crying. I think you're just gonna see people in their cars, just men just looking straight. And you're like, what's wrong? Oh, he's just listening to Solo right now. Just give him a minute.
I got you in your feels. And like, yeah, so shouts to Bunny Core on the chorus. He's from Vancouver. I met him at a release party that we did. That's how I met him. And at the release party, I was like, if I ever get a record that fits, I'll toss it to you. And it fit. So I sent it to him. He sent it back. And he like that was another one. That was one of the first that I actually recorded myself and I sent. And then after that, the engineer was like, "Yo, we need to keep these, bro." And I was like, "All right," but he got on it. He did it. He did his thing. Did it better than I did. So yeah, big shouts to him. And it's just really, that's the emotions, the vibe behind it is just like, how'd you let me go? Like, how did we fall apart like this? It makes no sense because we were supposed to rock and now we're here.
Guys, this is gonna be dope. And I'm looking forward to it because after every little segment, we play a little bit of this track for people to hear like what it really is. That's just goodness. So now the last track.
Yes.
Lately.
The last track is called Lately. Another one. That one is I basically sum up the whole project, and I'm referring at the beginning. I refer to a relationship as a pop balloon. What I say is we were on the rise, then potential's blown. Soon as we hit a snag, now we'll never know how high we could ever go.
You've been on my mind lately. You've been on my mind lately. Way more than you need to be. Got me feeling so crazy, and I hate that I love you. That I stay thinking of you. And I know you're no good for me. Yeah, I know that. And you probably say the same thing. Yeah, I know that. And I hate that I love you. That I stay thinking of you. Love. Damn. Pop balloons. We was on the rise and potential blown. Soon as we hit a snag, now we never know how high we could ever go. Yeah, I know it now cause I'm grown. See, we loved each other, loved each other, loved each other. We loved each other, but just never at the same time. That's why I gotta go, I gotta leave. Yeah, we doing things that I can't even believe. We were capable of, yeah. Sometimes it's lust and we think it's love, yeah. But there's no trust and then there's no us, yeah. Like honestly, how could it be, huh? We should just leave each other. It's like we need each other. And when you lay on my chest, it's like we breathe together through all the stormy weather. I know you got my back, but on the flip side, we don't know how to act. It's toxic. You've been on my mind lately. You've been on my mind lately. Way more than you need to be.
So it's
like you went Drake on him on this joint here. I would have died.
You know what I'm saying? So like I like just the meaning behind that is self-explanatory. It's like we could have like, and it's the smallest thing that happened that we let completely throw us off, and now we could have gone higher, and we have no idea where we'll go because we threw that away. And
so hold my hand, because did you cry at any point during writing this album? Because I feel like I can feel you right now.
I was definitely emotional during writing this. I didn't cry. There was another song after that I'm going to drop after this one that I did actually cry when I wrote it. But so this one,
this girl, I'm beating her up. Hey, I know you got a baby mama and I know she's holding it down, but this other girl, my girl,
I had to piece in a couple of things I gone through, but yeah, man. So lately, it's just really, and it's just the guy. Like everyone goes through where you're like, you know what? I'm still thinking about this person. Like I know I shouldn't. Everything on paper, we're not supposed to rock. Like I know it doesn't make sense.
The police report says so.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it says it. The restraining order says so.
And that's where like this really comes into play, because it's like, my mind knows we're not supposed to rock. Like it's like we've done enough damage, but my heart is like, we should still, like, you're the one I think about, and you're on my mind. And so it just ties it in there where it's like, no matter, we went through all that.
And then it brings us back to come give me some.
Exactly.
No.
So it's like,
in the great words of Miss Tina Turner, what's love got to do with it?
Exactly.
Let it go. Leave it alone.
It's really that, and that's how it sums up. It's just really, you're thinking about someone you probably shouldn't, and you have to make that decision on, like, do I want to actually go back and double back? Am I spinning the block, or do I not spin the block?
Spin the block, man.
That's if it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? If it's worth it. But it's like, the whole project is this reflection. It's about relationships. It's about what we all have been through, going through, hopefully not going through. But we're in the ups and even when you're in long-term relationships, especially, actually, like, sometimes you fall out of it where you're just like, you're looking at your brother like, do I even want to rock with this person anymore? And it's a marathon. It's like you have to actually take that step back, like, and jot down, like, why am I, actually, I do want to rock with this person because I
think that's one of the biggest mistakes that guys make. You going out with someone, y'all hit a rough spot, and you be like, I don't even want to see you no more. And then a month from now, you're like, oh, I really miss this person, and y'all get back. But now in the time that you thought that y'all wasn't for each other, you done made some steps that she might not think are favorable now. I'm gonna be like, nah, you done went and messed up over there and did all kind of wild stuff, and now you're trying to come back over here. No, you were supposed to realize a lot sooner that I was that one. So take your time, and don't be too hasty in love.
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
1,000,000%. And that happens to a lot of us, and especially, well, I can't say especially, it happens to a lot of us. Some guys just don't grow up. Like myself, I grow up because I am constantly trying to evolve. I constantly taking books. Because I'm just like, I know there's a better version of solo out there, so I want to see how it looks. You know what I'm saying?
Snap to that. There's a better version of all of us.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell my boys all the time, it's like, yo, are you the best version of yourself? And if not, like, what does it look like? So, like, for me, I'm always constantly trying to evolve, trying to learn. And the more I learn, the more I realize I was messed up. Like,
and self-awareness isn't easy.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't have self-awareness.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
Well said. So this is it. So
in my fields.
This is the in my fields. This is that grown man music.
Sorry for cutting you, but so it drops tomorrow, and the merch will also be available. So if you want to order any of the merch, I have t-shirts, hoodies, sweaters, and I'm going to do canvases, like pictures, if you just want to put the picture up on your wall type of energy. So it's all going to be on my website, available on tomorrow.
And we alluded just now, so there'll be a single that's going to drop in the future with Kai on it. And
I got some bangers. I just want y'all to know, because I know that you're a wholesome guy, right?
Yep.
And you don't do a lot of cussing, but I don't really know how to rap without cussing.
No, I do.
It's hard for me to do this show without cussing. But when I'm expressing myself musically, MF, it's not really a cuss word in my house. It's like a term of endearment.
It's an adjective. It's just a
So I'm just letting you know that it's gonna have a little something. It's gonna be racy, but I'm gonna tell you something.
That's good though.
They're gonna love it.
That's good. Like, because don't get like, when I put out music, when I'm in solo mode, I'm vulgar as I have to put out, like, for this project, there's a radio version, and then there's now that's my thing. I just put out clean versions, but when I'm in studio mode, I unleash, and it's like, I think
about you often, when it comes to that, because I'm like, Solo's so good at that. I be listening, but I don't be getting the explicit versions, but I'm always like, Solo's so great at this, because my goddaughter wants to know, what does it mean he eat it and he drink it? I'm a combo. She's like, what does this mean? I'm like, you are not allowed to listen to my music. Turn that off. Get away from the TV right now. So I gotta find. I'm about to start rapping the ABCs for the kids, because I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'm telling you, the kids, and that's what definitely that helped adjust my content as well. Like I said, I still keep it 1,000 when I get on records, but now I have to make clean versions, because my kids always like, can you play Daddy's song? And I'm like, oh no, not this one still. Not this one, next one. And then it's like, so I had to make clean versions.
But the beauty is just being able to express yourself fully and then just have the edit. But I am doing a disservice. I should share the actual real versions with you, because all the ones I share are the clean ones. So
they are clean.
That's probably why you like.
I be looking for the cuss words. I do. I can't lie. I thought you don't even curse. You know what? You see that? You know what? I thought you was I thought this man was in the church and he was making Christian music. Wow. This is Christian rap. That's what I thought it was.
Nice.
I want the dirty versions.
Yes. I be wilding like solo. Like it took me a while to get to this place, because when I just started rapping, like Pharaoh knows, like my music was very, very who I was as a person. I was catching cases. I was doing all kinds of. I was wilding. I was definitely wilding, and I was just
you guys want to really know? Go, search for Lunchbox Volume 1.
Oh yeah, that one.
If you find Lunchbox Volume 1 MC Solo, like, you will hear a problem.
Yeah, that was my first. It
was like, what is this guy about? Like, that's how we started. I was like, yes, I love this too, and I was pumping it hard. Everybody was getting that Lunchbox Volume 1, and it set the tone. But then
like we say, we grow. Exactly. Like we say, we grow. And like I like where my music grows. My music grows with my fan base. Now we're in a place in time that you can really do analytics on everything. So like I see my fan base. I know the age group of my fan base. I know where they're at, and they're my age. So it's like, you know what? I don't even have to dumb it down. They actually understand old references. They understand. I could say things that are age appropriate because that's what they want to hear. So you know what I'm saying? Like if I was rapping about the same old stuff, my fan base would already dwindled off. Like I don't like. So you still on this, bro? Like, nah.
Absolutely.
So let me ask you a question. So as we're looking to conclude here, let me ask you. So if you had to compare yourself to an artist in the industry,
I try not to do that.
Yes, that's the thief of joy. That's very Caribbean of you.
Oh,
because Caribbean parents don't never let you just have your joy. You know, if you do it like Sandra's son is over there and I see him. He doesn't sleep. You can't sleep if you want to be the best. Like, listen, don't compare yourself to nobody in real life. When I'm doing music, I don't listen to nobody else's music. I don't do nobody, and that's why my process takes so long and stuff like that. I don't got no inspiration. I'm doing this from my heart. This is what I think and I feel.
Yeah,
it's okay.
100%. That's
so. Tell me this: what's the best part of this for you? What's the best part? What's your favorite part of it?
It's really making the music. Just making music that's like, because I leave where I'm at. Like I could be like, when I start creating, my mind is gone. I'm just there. It's a different focus. It's a different energy. I get lost in the beats. I get like all the stuff you have to do after it. I'm not the biggest fan of having to do shows, interview. Like I love shows too. Sorry, actually, but like just all the nitty gritty works. You know what I'm saying? Even shooting videos and stuff, it's just tedious to me. But making music is that's like I tried to stop a few times, but you just can't. Once it's a passion, once it's like I hear a beat, my mind just starts rhyming. I just start thinking of things, ideas and concepts, and it's just like I get lost in it every time. So it's really creating the music is that's my favorite part of the whole thing.
I love that.
I like that.
Yes,
All right, good answer, and kind of good point. I like that. I like what you said.
We said now comparison is the thief of joy. Stop telling your children now they have to be like someone else. Or who can you compare yourself to? I'm the best mother. I don't care what you've seen before. Like comparison is the thief of joy.
I like it. So first, in terms of contacts, where people could find you, find the music, download the project, where?
mcitysolo.com.
It's where everything lives.
Everything lives. You want to find my links to my social medias, go on mcitysolo.com. Want to find my music, go on mcitysolo.com. You find the links to my streaming services on mcitysolo.com. And a lot of people ask me how they could support the music on mcitysolo.com. You can buy the albums. All my music is there, especially on Friday. I'm doing a revamp, but all my music will be there, and I always set my music as name your price. So you could go on, if you want to buy my album, you could buy it for whatever you could afford. So if you want to buy the album for $2, buy for $2. Some people have bought my albums for $50, for $30. Some people have bought singles for $20, or $1. So it's really, I don't want to make nobody feel no type. If they want to hear it. You could even enter 0 and you'll get it for free. That's it. So I'm not too, you know what I'm saying? I'm not too.
I feel like that too. I don't know why they got all this hoopla. If I want to just rap for my mama in the living room, like this is how I want it to be. Somebody to be able to hear it for free, just like that.
That's it. So it's like, if you want to support it, you can go on the site, enter whatever price you want, and you can get a free downloads of all my music. You could get the merch on the site as well, and if you don't have any funds or you don't want just enter 0 and you can get it for free anyways. So I'm not here to hold the music hostage. I heard somewhere that once you create the music, it's no longer yours. So I've created it, now I have to put it out to the world.
That's right. Amen.
It is a spiritual experience.
You know what I'm saying?
Vessel.
That's
You're
it.
A vessel, brother.
It's immortalizing yourself, right? That is how you immortalize yourself, and that is, I think, one of the greatest gifts that we give
100%
to this earth, right? To be able to go back and listen to your blueprint.
100%. Like Bob Marley is still alive.
Facts.
Yes.
So, so as we're concluding, we always like to put our guests on the spot.
All right.
And as this is the Empower Hour, empowering words for our listeners. Something want to just leave them with.
Invest in yourself. Believe in yourself. Invest in yourself. Before you start overthinking about your plan B's and C's. Just double down on your plan A and learn more about it. And when I say invest in yourself, it's not just financially, it's investing in yourself physically, emotionally, spiritually. So let's go to the gym, take on some books, and find something that brings you true passion, and pursue it, because investing in yourself, eventually you become the light to help somebody else invest in themselves. So
like that. Love that.
invest in yourself, take care of yourself, and it'll help you take care of others.
It's a deep brother right here. Y'all don't understand what's even going. He's electric.
Guys,
Appreciate you guys.
This has been another awesome parlay with the people.
Yes.
I want to thank MCD Solo for being a guest with us today, and for being on, and for giving all our listeners a quick sneak peek, preview of what's to come, what's dropping tomorrow.
Yep.
So again, you guys check out mcdsolo.com.
Yep.
My brother, just keep up the awesome work, man.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me. Thanks for always supporting me once I have a project or anything coming out. This is great. And yeah, man, shouts to you guys.
Kings and queens, this was the Empower Hour with Pharaoh Freeman, Queen Kaya, and Gina the Great. We are on live every Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. and broadcasting Thursday mornings at 7 a.m. on CKUT 90.3 FM. Hopefully you got your dose of entertainment, enlightenment, and empowerment. Subscribe and watch us on empowermtl.com and email us at empowermtl@gmail.com to anonymously be featured on our What's the Tea Mail segment. Stay blessed, black, and highly favored.